let it be known. I love that woman. I love that woman. I see you standing there. Oh, tell you how I cannot tell you how I feel. You believe. Oh, I can't believe it. Forever, baby. Think it over. Yeah.
One of a kind, it feels so nice. Girl, you do it right. I miss. Oh, girl, you don't go too fast. You take your time. Just how I miss. Hey, oh, you kiss it, then I'm drifting off your love. Keeps me floating.
To be with you tonight, I'm intoxicated by your energy. You drive me crazy. I'm feeling the vibe and it's alright. We're gonna dance and groove all night between the sheets. So come on, baby, yeah, yeah. Gonna make it alright. Gonna make it alright. Party all night, oh yeah. Party all night. Move your body tonight, baby. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, your body's amazing. Baby, you're perfect in every way. Let me kiss you, touch you, set your spirit free. Can you feel me? Going deeper, baby. Hiding inside your world is where I wanna be. Yeah. That you're the one for me. Ooh, I'm deep inside your love. Our love is from above. Only you and me between the sheets, baby. That you're the one for me. Ooh, I'm deep inside your love. Our love is from above. morning. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah. I see you, Dawn. Slick J Adams. Good morning. Come on. Come on.
You're listening to the Book of Dawn. Good morning. You're listening to the Book of Dawn.
This morning.
You're listening to the Book of Dawn.
Good morning.
You're listening to the Book of Dawn. Are you ready for the truth? And nothing but the truth, so help you, Dawn. She's bringing it to you every weekday at 9 in the morning.
So if you wanna hear the real, this is what you gotta do. Just log online and listen to Dawn speak her mind.
You're listening to the Book of Dawn.
In the morning,
You're listening to the Book of Dawn.
this morning.
You're listening to the Book of Dawn.
This morning,
You're listening to the Book of Dawn.
you're now tuned in to Dawn. Oh, sexy Dawn. What's in it for the black people media? Yeah. Come on, y'all.
Good morning, sunshines. Good morning, nephew Ron.
Good morning, TT.
I've been watching you, man. We'll talk about that later. Good morning, sunshines. It's the same Dawn, same OG, but a brand new day. Thank you for tuning in to the Book of Dawn weekdays, 9 a.m. We broadcast live from the What's in It for the Black People Media Studios. Of course, I am Dawn Hendricks, Milhouse, DH, all those names, and I'm your host of the Book of Dawn. Thank you. We appreciate you for letting us into your homes, your hearts. You could do a lot of things, and you spend a lot of time with me, and for that, I am eternally grateful. Thank you so much. Today is Who's That Girl? Woman Crush Wednesday. It's also the last day of March 31st, last day. Did you know that there were only 5 months of the year that have 5 Fridays? I'll tell you about that later. Today we are highlighting Sharice Westbrook. She is, I call her beautiful spirit, and you'll see her shortly. From the first day that I met her, I knew that God lived in her and was using her for every life that she touched. She's the most selfless person I think I've met in the last 20 years. But you will see her. She is outside of her full-time job, she created herself another full-time job by becoming an entrepreneur and creating Love and Light candles. She makes candles, handcrafted, hand-poured, and she sells them with love, and they all come with a message to enlighten you or bless you. So we're going to talk to Sharice in just a couple minutes. Before that, I want to tell you the weather. It's currently 36 degrees, high of 42 today. A little different than yesterday, but hey, you know, it's Chicago. As long as it's not snowing, I'm good. If anybody knows a roller rink or has a favorite roller rink, I need you to drop it in the thread or email me, okay? I'm trying to plan something, and I need a roller skating rink. I also need some really dope custom skates in the next 2 weeks. So if you can help me, please let me know. Today is National Crayon Day and Tater Tot Day.
Like Crayolas?
Like Crayolas, yes. So don't color in the lines. That's your duty for today. Don't color in the lines. Draw outside the line if you want to. And then we'll have a conversation about that black crayon and that white crayon. How about that part? Because I think we need another row of colors of crayons, like black, brown.
I don't want to see you color outside the line. That's going to irritate me.
It did when I was young until I realized we can do whatever we want to do and make it perfect. It's also Tater Tot Day. Yummy. I love me some tater tots. You believe that? So if you eat, who has good tater tots? McDonald's. I wonder.
They got hash browns.
Oh, but they taste like tater tots.
Burger King used to have these cheese tater tots.
Oh, yummy. Who has good tater tots? We need to eat tater tots today. Does Dunkin' Donuts have tater tots?
They do. And they got the best But dude, they got the
I was
best
just
ones.
there. Why didn't you tell me?
They be seasoned too.
I'm gonna talk about you later, because listen, wait. Let me give you a word of the day first. No, let me say happy birthday. Let me do happy birthdays first. So I have to start with our own Sonia Escobar. It's Esco's birthday. Happy birthday, Esco. And our prayers are still with you and your family. We can't wait to see you soon. Happy birthday, Sonia Escobar. Happy birthday, Sonia DeBerry. I'm Lucy. She's Ethel. Been that girl's friend for more life than you've been on this earth. Happy birthday, Sonia DeBerry. Happy birthday, Bridget Dawn Liggins. I had to say her middle name because it's my name. Down in Indianapolis. Happy birthday, Brian Sales. And to another DJ, Farley Jackmaster Funk. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, y'all. If you didn't hear your name, you know what that means. I didn't get your email or your text. So if you want to hear your name, then I suggest you send it to me. Word of the day derives from 17th century Latin. It's a verb spelled Fanaticize. Fanaticize. It means to become fanatical. Used in a sentence, I would say our culture fanaticizes over hot topics.
See, now I gotta ask you what fanatical means.
Like obsession, like become obsessed, like obsessed over something, like like a super fan. That's what it would be. And I think that our culture fanaticizes over trending topics. It's like, who wants to report it first again? Like, here's the thing: if AP and the Tribune and CNN already reported, I don't actually need you to re-report it. One of my petty pet peeves. Petty is the spirit of petty might be already in the building.
Petty pet peeve.
Okay, right. But the spirit of petty already lives.
It's staying.
Up in these pieces, right? So let my little spirit of petty come. Petty pet peeve number 1,252, Book of Dawn. Here's the thing. Hey, y'all, if God forbid, let me just go ahead and say it. I don't mince my words. Stop re-reporting the news. Like, have a conversation, but don't make your posts like somebody from the family called you and asked you to post
like you
it.
got the info from the sources.
2 hours after CNN said it. Like, I'm cool with the whole, if you're giving shots out or admiration for somebody, but don't report the news like you did, like Michael Jackson. Sister called you and said, hey, can you post this? Don't be sad to report anything because you're not reporting it. You're repeating it. Say sad to repeat. I'm sorry. I'm done for a minute because now we have company in the building. I'm going to bring Sharice in. Do we need intro music for her? No, she's so laid back and cool. Hold on one second. I saw her pop in. My left eye. Oh, she's so pretty. Girl, look at her. She's so pretty.
Hi.
Hi, cutie. Hold on.
Okay.
Get your name. No, not that one. Not that one.
You need some help over there, TT?
No, I just need to find it. Where is it? Where's her name? That's not Rick Party. She ain't Rick Party.
Let me get that.
Okay.
It might not be in there yet.
I think I just saw it, though.
I'm here.
Hold on one second, Sharice. Okay, you can do the name part. You can do the name part, and I'll start the interview. Good morning, sunshine.
Good morning. How are you?
I am wonderful. Thank you for carving out a little bit of time for me this morning.
I am honored. Anything for you. You are truly, truly one of my sisters that I just love and appreciate. So I'm honored to be a part of your show this morning.
Listen, when Maze asked me to do a show, I said, some way I'm going to incorporate the women that I feel epitomize who's that girl. Because I think that, we don't often share each other with other people, and we don't share our gifts with each other. There's this competition, of this unnecessary competition that exists between maybe all women, but specifically Black women, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, I want to just. Oh, there it is. He found your name. There she is. Um, this and I just when I first met you, thanks to I'm sure I had we had been in the same circles for many years, but when I really first met you, Cherise, was at Tracy's party at MV.
Yes.
And that was the moment. Let me just be fully transparent. When you prayed prior to the meal, God showed me exactly who you were and exactly what your gift to the world was. And I said, this person has a beautiful spirit. And you continue to rise above in everything you say. You walk with the grace of a biblical woman, different than many, many women that I know. And I said, she's so dope. Like fly on the gear, fly in the work game, in the career game, and then just fly deep down in her spirit in real life. Many of us put on that costume, but don't really possess that. And I said, I have got to. Have I not stalked you about this interview?
Yes, we were supposed to have an opportunity to connect on your show late last year, but unfortunately, due to scheduling conflicts, it did not happen at that time. But I feel like God's timing is always perfect. So today is the day. And, Dawn, I mean, people, in all transparency, when it comes to you and I, it is just a connection that everyone won't get and won't understand. But, you had me at hello, and you saw some things, you broke some things down, and always breaking me down when we get together.
I know we end up in a cry fest in the best
right,
way.
Exactly.
And then we toast to the good bubbles.
Yes, honey, you gotta have some champagne, okay?
They already know. I said if champagne, if that's a diet, I got the strongest whatever this is muscle because
my muscles.
So Cherise, as the CEO and founder of a premium hand poured candle brand, Love and Light Candles, tell me what inspired you to start that business?
Very good question. Honestly, this was what I know as a divine assignment on my life, in terms of the creation of this candle line, the development of the different fragrances, the name of the candle line. Everything was a divine assignment. Everything about my business came to me in dreams. My background is as a registered nurse. I'm also in corporate America. I've been in sales and management for over 23 years. And maybe about 7 years ago, I had come to a crossroads of thinking about what would be next for me. What is it that I would do outside of the corporate industry? And my interest was always something relaxing, something that was calming, something that created a great atmosphere. And as a young kid, I always loved fragrances. And the idea and the concept and the vision came to me in a dream. And the dream was candles. And I remember when that dream came to me, I woke up and I'm like, well, what does this really mean? I continued to just be still and listen to God. And ultimately, he showed me the direction and what was going to make my candle brand unique, what was going to set me apart from the millions of other candle makers and creators out here. And he did just that.
He's faithful. He is
Yes,
definitely faithful.
Absolutely.
And so, I want to just make certain that we make a mention that being obedient is pleasing to God, right? And the old saints and some of us young ones say, obedience is greater than sacrifice, because it's very difficult to be obedient when life is good. And to put on a coat of trial and error to walk in an assignment. I guess the most important piece of that is that you were still enough for him to talk to you. And it's in that stillness that he can communicate with you or us. And I think for me about you, that just resonates and reaffirms your spirit energy, that you are definitely career-minded. I know that you are a member of a sorority and have been since college, I believe, and you sow into so many spaces and so many lives, but you still find a way to be still, so that you can hear his voice in your purpose and your assignment. Because obviously, we live for others, not ourselves. And so I just want to highlight you and say thank you for being still and for creating candles that I have and that I love. And more importantly, how you've incorporated the message that goes along with that. Is that creative process for you? Does that happen when you're creating those specific candles, or is that something that you do after the fact? How does that inspiration come?
It usually comes from when I create the candle, and as I'm in my moment of being still, God will speak words to me that is reflective of what that candle represents. So I have a candle, for example, here, and it's called Aspa. I don't know if you can see it. And the concept of this candle is just about relaxing. And this words of encouragement that come along with this candle says, today I give myself permission to just be. And sometimes we just don't give ourselves permission to do those things that help and feed our spirit, because we're constantly trying to do so many things for so many other people. And literally, as the candle was burning, just be came to me. So usually in the terms of the concept of the words of encouragement that accompany each candle, it's usually after the candle is created and I'm in a still moment and God is able to talk to me about what that fragrance represents. The thing about candles is candles create an atmosphere.
Sure.
And that's the concept of my candle line. Let the fragrance create an atmosphere, and words of encouragement ignite your soul. And, people like candles because they're happy. People like candles because they're sad. People like candles when they have dinner. It really creates a mood. And so my prayer was not only that the mood be created, but also purpose and some encouragement is accompanied along with that. And that's what my candle line does.
Yeah, and it definitely, that experience for me, I'm glad you explained that. I had always been curious, but I know that it picked up a lot quicker than you thought it would. And so when you launched it, it kind of created this whole nother full-time job for you while you're still managing your real full-time job, which I'm grateful for. But that just that's just a confirmation that you were working in that divine purpose. So you started this in 2017.
Yes.
You have already been featured in Ebony magazine, which I thought was like, wow, like that. It takes years for that to happen, but you were highlighted as a top holiday gift last Christmas season, right?
Yes.
How did that make you feel?
Oh, just truly amazing. I'll tell you an interesting story about just 2020. And we think about, the challenges we were faced with COVID. And as heartbreaking and as challenging as it has been to experience COVID on so many levels, there was also so much purpose that came out of it. So at the beginning of 2020, I had received word on the confirmation that my brand I owned my brand. And let me explain why. Okay. When I went for my trademark filing, when I initially launched my business in 2017, my attorney, she said to me, we're going to be up for a challenge because you're up against, or someone was fighting for the name Love and Light Candles. That was a high profile entertainer, someone that's very relevant now.
Okay.
And I thought at the time, oh my gosh, we're going up against this giant. And it truly was a David and Goliath moment for me. And I did have some seeds of doubt, thinking that there's no way that we're going to be able to, defend my name, and also make sure that name was mine. But God had given it to me in a dream, so it was destined to be. But in the moment when you're dealing with certain things, you just don't know, Yeah. And at the beginning of 2020, I received word from my attorney that we won against this very high-profile entertainer.
Praise God.
Blew my mind. So from there, I just knew that, whatever God had ordained for me to happen, it was going to happen. Mm-hmm. So when fast forward to the end of the year, and when I was recognized by Ebony Magazine, it was just another confirmation of I was truly walking in my purpose as it relates to the creation of my candle line. And I say it all the time, this is a divine assignment. This isn't Sharice's thing, and the messages that I get from people who order my candles and who have smelled the fragrances and who have read the messages. I mean, just out of the blue, when I'm so caught up in my corporate job, there's a fine little message that'll come across like, what your candle did for me in this moment blessed me. And it's just like, oh, this is it. Because oftentimes I don't do tons of promotion. It's not that I'm a one-woman show. I create, I'm doing everything. And with that, what has come out of this has just been absolutely amazing. And it's still growing. It's still evolving. And there's no way but up from here. And God already promised me that. So I'm just continuing to walk into the light that he has ordained me to walk in.
Yeah, I will reiterate your obedience. It starts with obedience to hearing the voice and then following through on the job he has assigned for you, right? And I share with nephew Ron all the time when we are having our auntie nephew conversations. I said, God is the author of promotion. No human is responsible of technically putting you on. God authors promotion. He uses people to do that, and the fine line is when the person that is assigned to do that takes that as if they did it. That it really is God making those moves, and so even though that perceived giant had a name, and I used the quotations, God gave you that assignment. And so God was going, if he's not going to put you to it, if he's not going to take you through it. And
Amen.
And your story is evidence of that. Sharice, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, I want to talk to you about comfort food for the soul, because I think it's important that we remind people that although you are on the front lines, literally working in the health industry during the most precarious time of our lives, you still are making certain that you reach back and touch the community in the 10 minutes that you actually have for yourself. You're still giving to somebody else. So we're going to take a quick break, come right back, because I know you have a boss lady call at 10, and I promised you that I would get you out on time so that you could prepare for that. So we're going to take a quick break and come right back. This is Sharice Westbrook, y'all. Love and Light Candles. I put the link in the thread. Get to shopping. I know you got the stimulus checks. We'll be right back.
WIFTBPM. Introducing your trusted source for high-quality Black emojis, better known as Blackmoji. We believe Black is beautiful, and that beauty should be reflected in the digital market. Now there is an app that does just that, starting with Black Greek letter organizations. Blackmoji D9 offers more than an emoji app. It is a cultural experience of Black excellence. Download the app in the Apple or Google Play Store to access a specially curated catalog of emojis representing the Divine Nine. Use the emojis to celebrate Black Greek events, acknowledge current events, support social causes, and learn about esteemed Black Greek members who blaze the trail of Black history. A portion of every subscription goes toward a scholarship fund specifically for members of Black Greek letter organizations to help keep the legacy alive. Download the Blackmoji app today.
Sissy's Taco Bar Pop-Up is back with more hours and more days. Check them out at their new pop-up location at the Woodlawn, located 1200 East 79th Street. Sissy's Taco Bar offers authentic street tacos infused with international soul. Now every Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday at the Woodlawn from 12 p.m. to 7 p.m. New vegan tacos have been added to the menu too. Visit sissytacobar.com for more info.
You gotta know that it's over. I gave all of me. My heart is empty. You promised you would change. You said forever, you and me. Look at what you've done to me. I'm torn apart. I'm picking up the pieces you left to me. How selfish could you be? I gave you the world, and you still couldn't be deep. I forgave you when you cheated. I guess it didn't mean a thing. No more excuses. I packed your bags, they at the door. I'm through with you. Can't believe the things you put me through. I gave you all my love and then this what you do. Everything you did about the comeback, you gon' get this karma. Karma, you end up losing everything you love. You about to give it.
Yeah, Donnell Jones said you about to
Yeah.
get it. You go did karma. He said it real Chicago. He didn't say karma. He said karma. I like
Come
yep.
on, you about to get it.
Yeah. I'm gonna text him and say comma is the little thing that you put there. But I get your point. Welcome back. You're tuned into the Book of Dawn. Who's that girl today? Sharice Westbrooks. She is passionate about her purpose. She was honored as one of the elite 100 Black queens in our city in Chicago, and that was for her philanthropic work with Comfort Food for the Soul. Tell us about Comfort Food for the Soul.
Yes, so Comfort Food for the Soul was birthed approximately 12 years ago. And I've always been a person who believed that my life is not about me, it's about being of service to others. Mm-hmm. And the mission work that we do with Comfort Food for the Soul is all about meeting people who are homeless where they are. There are so many different organizations where sometimes people who may be out on the street have to go into a place in order to get food and things of that nature. My mission and what God had put on my heart was just to meet people where they are. So we would go by the highways and the byways under Lower Wacker and, provide a meal and also words of encouragement to feed their spirit. And it literally started with just myself and a few friends. One day I had said, this is what I want to do. And this is what God told me to meet people where they are. And my friends were immediately on board. I said, I'm not looking for any financial support. Only thing that I need is some support in, passing out the food and the words of encouragement. And it just catapulted into something just quite huge and quite amazing. And it's something that I am committed to doing every year for those who may be in need. And so now it also has expanded to toiletries, making sure that they have good things to ensure that they have the hygiene needs.
Yeah.
And it's just, I look at any one situation and it could be me. So I don't take anything that I have been blessed with for granted, not one single moment. And I'm just grateful. And so that's just a part of my mission work. It's my passion, my baby.
Yeah, and it goes. I'm not surprised. I'm into God and numbers, right? So I'm not. when you do the study of what the number actually means, it biblically or spiritually, the 12 years, and then the the conversation with God in 2017, 5 years later, regarding the candles. But the messaging is the consistent piece. So if you're giving food, it's really you're giving the message, and the food is just the whipped cream and cherry on top. The candle definitely is something that gives you a great feeling, a good ambiance, a good experience, but it's the messaging that comes with that God is using the product or the concept for you so that you can actually reach those people with your voice.
Absolutely. I agree wholeheartedly. And even with the idea of 12, because to my line, there's 4 different collections. There's the Love, Light, Peace, and Grace collection. And there's, I think, different fragrances that can support any palette, because everyone has different appreciations for different fragrances. But even when I was in the process of creating, God said 12. And I'm like, 12? What do you mean? That's too much. I was just all over the place. I'm like, no, that can't be. And he said 12. And so now there is a candle for every month of the year that, people can appreciate. So I agree with you. That number and timing, his timing is always good. So.
Yeah, I didn't know that, but that is confirmation that, because when that first piece of selflessness started in 2012, that number, because I'm married to an engineer, that, so I'm learning numbers, but the 12 equals 3, right? The 1 plus 3, and we know that 3 is the Trinity. And so when you start really like digging under the layers, pulling the onion back, you're like, oh, okay, now I get it. But I will say again, I think what really I respect, admire, and want people to emulate, myself included, is your obedience. Because you have to be obedient, and it's not easy. It's not glamorous all the time. People see the glory, they don't know the story. But you're obedient even in the roughest times. And I think for me, that was the bigger thing. You just happen to make some really dope candles and be a really dope registered nurse and hospital administrator for a medical device company. But the biggest part of you is your obedience and your ability to follow through on the things that God has purposed you to do. Many of us, Sharice, miss our moment because we don't stop, be still, and do what he has assigned us to do because we're trying to get the check. And sometimes you just got to know that he made the world in 6 days and then he put man in it. So the provision is already there. You got to do his work. And so, I just had to say that. Now, I know that you're beautiful, and I know that you're well-spoken, and I know that you have some work to do. And so when the world opens fully back up, you're going to have to come in here in person so that I can have you in studio and have you a little bit longer and bring some candles. Bring some candles.
Yes, of course, for you, absolutely. For everyone in the staff, absolutely.
Oh, thank you so much. Look, nephew Ron was like, oh, thank you. He's like, oh, thank you. But I know you, accomplishments and all, it's a little Chicago in all of us.
Let's go. Yes.
Now I know the other Sharice, okay? So I'm going to share the other Sharice with me. Oh. So Sharice, I got to see if you're so shy. Let me see if you're so shy before I let you get out of here.
Absolutely. This is what I'm looking forward to. Let's go.
That's sugar or salt and pepper on your grits?
Sugar. Sorry. I'm a sugar girl.
Sugar girl. Let's be clear. Do you wear sneakers or gym shoes? I know you don't really wear them, but if you did.
Oh, girl. Oh, we got to have a sidebar conversation, but I'm trying to get into it. Okay. So I'm going to say sneakers.
Okay. I'll take that because I know you don't even know what you're saying because I've never seen you out. Do you wear this woman wears heels? I'm like, who can even walk in them like that? I need a some tutoring.
But you know what time things are, I'm changing, honey. I had a pair of gym shoes on Sunday and they were some Jordans, girl. Yes.
I need a picture of that. I need you to prove that to me. You're going to have to prove that to me. Okay, so do you put ketchup or mustard on your hot dog?
Ketchup.
So do you drink soda or pop?
Pop.
Can y'all tell what area of the city she's from? Do you drive on the freeway or the expressway?
I drive on the expressway.
Do you shop at Jewel's or Jewel?
I shop at Jewel.
You know you want to say the S. You know you do. Do you go to the movies or the show?
I go to the show.
Did you go to kindergarten or kindergarten?
I went to, my friends are probably cracking up because they know that I would say kindergarten, but I went to kindergarten. I'm from the shop.
Right. Do you eat gyros or gyros?
I honestly say euros, but I'm going to say gyros.
Okay.
Yeah, I eat gyros.
I got another trick question for you. How many pennies make a dime?
How many pennies make a dime? 10.
Okay, well, you see. So I'm shy. She's my kind of. She's so shy like me. You see some of the stuff she said, the show. Then So you are Chicago. What neighborhood are you from, Sharice?
Outside all day.
Oh, yeah. That's why I know you say Jules. Really, you just didn't say it. You didn't say it in public, but I know you say Jules.
Jules, it is absolute.
I know you do. And my last question. Now, you know some of my songs. I know some of your songs. What's the song that makes us on a Tuesday night when we've been there 4 hours after closing at MV turn into the people that we were before we got our degrees? What's that song?
Oh, there's a couple. But I'm going to say I Am the Light because, come on, MC Light, come on. I mean, please, MV, come on.
Right. Okay.
We're going to go there. And house music, it's the energy of house music.
Yeah.
Just everything about house music, the live music. I mean, now you're going to get me started on MV, girl. You know what my question to you is
when is it coming back? And yes, it is. And you know what I'm grateful for, Sharice? I'm grateful that I did it. I created a space, a lane for us. I re-energized live music for our people, by our people. And I learned a lot of hard lessons. Like I jumped without a life vest, and I learned a lot of hard lessons about investment and owning and taking your time. And I also am grateful that we didn't have to suffer through the pandemic, right? It probably literally would have shuttered the doors because it was a very small venue. And so 25% capacity would have ended at the staff. So
absolutely, yeah.
So watching now I feel like God created another space for me because what it did was, some stuff closed, some stuff lives, but the music is what will keep us going. And so I feel like another lane has been opened. So, but I'll own the building this time. I will not give that kind of money to some
rent.
Yes, to crazy landlord.
Well, I appreciate that. And, what you did for us and having that type of venue at that time was just what we needed because we just didn't have outlets such as MV. And, we looked forward to the experience of MV and just the camaraderie, just the everything about it. And of course, my gumbo.
Yes. Well, it's in the freezer. So I do owe you some. I'm going to take it to your mama's house.
I love it. Thank you.
You're welcome. Sharice, thank you. Y'all check her out. Love and Light Candles. I put the Instagram and the website in the thread. If you order, please take a picture with it and hashtag the Book of Dawn when you get it. You will be blessed eternally by the message and the method of the message. Thank you, Sharice Westbrooks. I know that you have to take a call at 10 o'clock, so I'm going to let you I'm gonna let you go this time. And then when you get off your call, you can go ahead and shop at Jules if you want to. I won't be mad.
Yes, I'm going to shop at Jules, honey. Not Mariano's, but Jules.
Right, because Mariano's said, you know what, we're going in Chicago. Put an S on it.
Yeah.
Because I already knew if it was Mariano, we was going to say, we're going to Mariano's. Exactly. We're going to the MVs. We're going to Mariano's. We're going to
and gym shoes and soda. And pop.
Put an S on everything. Thank you so much, beautiful spirit. I adore you, and I will chat with you offline in after the show.
Absolutely. I love you. Thank you so much.
I appreciate
the opportunity.
Okay, thank you.
Bye-bye.
All right. Look, nephew, watch me. Watch me work. Watch that.
Let me see.
Yeah. Booyah.
You know, it's a delay on my side.
Oh, mine too, actually. She's super dope. And I know you like candles. I know you over there.
I like my room to have an aroma. I like my whole crib to have an aroma.
Your whole it does set a mood. Where I have them in every room in my house, but I'm mostly around the tub. Because like when I'm in the tub, I feel like I'm in a spa somewhere.
Come fix your camera real quick.
Oh, okay. Why? Because my head is big. Because my head is big. Check out Sharice Love and Light Candles on Instagram. So much love in the thread. Love and Light Candles. I know a lot of ladies who have a gift for hand pouring candles. Like that's I wish I had that kind of creative gift. I don't, but it's cool. I'm a different kind of creative. Wow, we're actually on time. I need to do my Black History fact, don't I? Okay, good. Because it is the last day of March. And we highlighted women because it's Women's History Month. So we decided to highlight women with Black History facts, right? I did women from all over the country, all the first days. The last 3 days I dedicated to women right here from Chicago, who hold a place forever in history. We talked about Lieutenant Governor Stratton. On Monday, we talked about State's Attorney Kim Foxx yesterday, and I wouldn't dare in Women's History Month and Black History Fact without recognizing Carrie K. Steele Jackson, unanimously elected as president of the Metropolitan Water Reclamation District. She started as a laborer. She worked as a water sampler. She worked as a lab technician and now is the president of a 130-year-old organization. She is Chicago's own from Chatham. She was first elected November of 2012 as a commissioner, re-elected in 2018, and in 2019 elected as the president. So our Black History, Women's History Month highlight today is our very own, the lady who actually has the strength to live with our boss every day. That's history in and of itself. Congratulations, Carrie Steele. We love you and we're proud of you. So that's our girl today. How about that part? Oh, you talking to me? No. Oh, you silly. So yes, Carrie K. Steele. Y'all check her out. Hit her up. What did she say? Love, peace, and clean water, I think is her saying. I hope I'm not butchering it, Miss Carrie. But we love you, and we are proud of you, and we are grateful for you. Next month, I got to figure out what we're going to do for April. I gotta figure that out and start doing my homework. Man, Michigan, hard loss last night. Sorry, Jawan, Chicago's own, but they fought a good fight. All my teams, I looked at the Wiftaba Media bracket thing, and I'm not winning. But what I didn't know was that you could score points. You didn't actually have to always pick the winning team. There are points associated. So clearly this is my first bracket, and I'm not going to win it, but it's interesting. And then while I was reading the bracket, I had an idea. why don't we create, I should be talking to Tennille, so I need to tag Tennille. Why don't we create a sweeps week? You know, like in TV, when they all the good new shows come out or they put their best episodes on a show, I think we should do a What's in It for the Black People Media Sweeps Week. I might not win that bracket, but I'll win the Sweeps Week. So if you think that's a good idea, y'all tell the boss and tell Mr. Neal we should do a Sweeps Week and tell us when we should do it. Maybe figure out when TV does it and we do it with TV and see who has the best week of shows. I guess that would only apply to people that come every day, but maybe not. And we would base it off shares and views. Would y'all help me win? I would need your help, but I want y'all to help me win that because I feel like I'm an underdog around these mugs. I don't know. I'm starting to feel some kind of way, y'all. I'll tell you later, but I'm definitely starting feeling some kind of way about another conversation. But other than that, in the news, obviously the trial in Minnesota. I don't know if y'all saw the firefighter, the Minneapolis firefighter yesterday on the witness stand. She was a whole sister girl, full uniform, irritated as heck when her words were being misconstrued. And she really just wasn't with the, what did the youngins say? I'm not with the shits. She wasn't with the shits because when the defense attorney kept trying to make her commit to saying something that would be helpful to them, she was like, yeah, not so much. Like to the point where the judge, after excusing the jury, was like, gave her an admonishment. And she said, I don't know if you caught this, but this is what did it for me. She said, is the camera on? Because I think she was about to give the judge the business. All I kept saying was, Jesus, let her just calm down because I need her to stay on the stand. But she definitely was giving the business to the judge and to that defense attorney. So it was interesting, and she handled her business. So make certain that you keep your eye on it, and then feel compelled to do something other than just be an observer. When we have a window seat where we can actually see things that are happening in real time, hopefully it will cause you to be a part of the conversation or the movement to really affect change, organize and create ways to encourage people and support people in elections and knowing who you're electing, and being a voice, like a real voice to help end this cycle of recklessness that caused the life of many of our own people in the last year. We are going to take a quick break and come back. This is the Book of Dawn. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
IFTBPN. Everybody's talking about the all-new Sam Silk's Chicken and Fish. Place your order today for a delicious meal. The chicken and fish are fried to perfection, featuring a wide variety of catfish, perch, tilapia, whiting, and shrimp. Now it's your turn to see what everybody's talking about. It's the all-new Sam Silk's Chicken and Fish, Chicago's newest spot for delicious meals. Stop by at 2537 South Wabash in the South Loop, or get contactless delivery from DoorDash, Uber Eats, Grubhub, and Postmates. For more info, call 773-807-9010, 773-807-9010. Sam Silk's Chicken and Fish is open just in time for lunch, or take it to the house for a delicious dinner. It's Chicago's new spot for perfectly fried chicken and fish. Don't wait any longer. Try it today. Sam Silk's Chicken and Fish, 2537 South Wabash in the South Loop. Sam Silk's Chicken and Fish.
Shop at Black-owned and operated Solo Beauty, where you are appreciated and respected. Located at 8158 South Cottage Grove, Solo Beauty can supply all of your Black hair care needs. Solo Beauty is open from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m., Tuesday through Saturday.
Cheers. Good morning. Come on. You're listening to the Book of Dawn. Good morning. You're listening to the Book of Dawn. This morning. You're listening to the Book of Dawn. Good morning. You're listening to the Book of Dawn. Are you ready for the truth? And nothing but the truth, so help you, Dawn. She's bringing it to you every weekday at 9 in the morning. So if you wanna hear the real, this is what you gotta do. Just log online and listen to Dawn speak her mind. In the morning, you're listening to the Book of Dawn. This morning, you're listening to the Book of Dawn. This morning, you're listening to the Book of Dawn. You're now tuned in to Dawn. Oh, sexy Dawn. What's in it for the black people media? Yeah. Come on, y'all.
Listening to the Book of Dawn this morning. Listening to the Book of Dawn this morning. Y'all know I can sing in my head, so I don't care if you don't think I can. You're listening to the Book of Dawn. I'm not gonna say your name right because I'm trying to make it rhyme. You're listening to the Book of Dawn with nephew Ron.
Hey, that works.
How about that part?
Rappers do it all the time.
Absolutely. Hey, listen. I want to kick off this. Let me get this door. Hold on. It's crazy how I can hear like an echo if the door's open.
Yeah, from my room.
No, I don't. I think it's just from this open space. Yeah.
Bouncing.
That was Marquel Jordan. Was that that was Marquel, right? Mm-hmm. Check him out. That's a new joint. Okay, so let's go here. I know this is gonna be funny, but
oh, it's joke time.
Yeah, it is joke time. Ready? Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. What should the tallest building in every city be? What should the tallest building in every city be? That face. What is that face about?
I'm thinking about it.
Mm-hmm.
Nah.
No guesses? It should be the library because it has so many stories. Smart people jokes. That's a smart people joke. Get it? Stories.
You get it? You get it?
You get it? You want another one? You know I'm locked and loaded.
I need another one. Okay. I couldn't guess that one.
Oh, because you're not. You gotta stay on your toes.
I should have got that one.
You should have gotten that one for sure. Let's see. Why did the frog take the bus to work today? You can't even laugh before you answer.
That was the wrong button.
Okay. Why did
I did take that time out to try to think of it.
I saw you thinking, and they saw you, just so you know.
I really was trying to think about it.
Why did the frog take the bus to work today?
Why did the frog take the bus to work?
Because his car got towed away.
No.
You know, I try not to laugh at my own jokes, but y'all know I'm hilarious. Like, I try not to laugh. I'm just trying to.
I'm falling off.
You are. When I get on straight from Whiff to the Page, it's different. It was like I was on by myself. I got back on though through the shared one on Dawn's page. So there's some funny business going on with the Book of Dawn. Yeah, this is what happened yesterday. Remember, we looked around the same time. You see what the comment said? Yeah, that's interesting. Well, keep sharing, y'all. Keep sharing and keep liking because I need you. So listen, I was thinking about, you know, as I work with, you know, my babies, I start thinking about some stuff that I know that y'all know, some stuff I know that you don't. I'm trying to find it because I had to write notes because I don't want y'all to go with it. So remember we talked about candy, right? Mm-hmm. I want to talk about clothes. Uh-huh. What about clothes?
Snap.
Yeah, let's talk about clothes because there's some clothes that you only know about from the rap business. Okay?
Yeah.
Like the Coogi sweaters. Have you ever seen a real Coogi?
I actually have a school pictures.
In a Coogi sweater?
Yeah, I think it was like 5th grade.
Oh.
My mom bought me. I had an orange one.
Your mother bought you some
and it was
Coogi?
a matching Scully hat to go with it. It's cool. Yo, it was
you
dope.
probably was only 5th grader with a Coogi sweater. Them joints was expensive than a month.
Me and all my brothers that year, she bought us all. So my big brother, he had like a colorful Coogi sweater.
Yeah, because they were
colors.
I'm stuttering. When I tell you Coogi was the ish, like, yeah, that was the thing. That was the thing. So are you familiar then with Iceberg? Do you remember the Iceberg sweaters?
I remember it. I only remember it because my older cousins and stuff was wearing that stuff.
Yeah, that was like it was kind of a down south. The one guy that I knew that introduced me to the Iceberg line was a guy named Paco from down south. He was an Atlanta dope boy, and he was real country. You know, talked to real Atlanta. Y'all wasn't that Coogi. Like, he was real country, but you don't know nothing about this Iceberg. I was like, you're right. I don't know anything about Iceberg.
I started hearing about that from Jay-Z.
Iceberg. That makes sense. Yeah, a lot of the styles that you hear. I think I talked to you already about Zodiac shoes that you didn't know nothing about.
I never heard no Zodiac shoes.
Zodiacs, and there was a store on State Street called the Wild Pair. And that's really where you go to get your Zodiacs. I mean, I'm sure they sold them other places, but it was like, I'm going to the Wild Pair to get my Zodiac shoes. Yeah, that was when, if you had do you understand? If you had Zodiacs, you was and I'm trying to figure out why we even like them. It wasn't.
Let me look them up.
You're going to be like, ew, and why? But yeah, Zodiacs. How about, you might, I don't know if you'll remember this. Girbaud jeans. Do you remember Girbaud jeans?
Yeah.
Okay, but
with the straps on them?
No.
Yeah, they had straps on them.
Maybe by the time you started wearing them.
Probably my era.
But in the late 80s, early 90s, Brand X. If you had the Brand X Girbaud jeans, that was a symbol. Like, that was a status symbol. You know, there used to be a Girbaud store down the street from my house. Like, there's a restaurant there now, but there was a whole Girbaud store, and you could go in and get the whole Girbaud experience. Do they still? Maybe we should bring Girbaud back.
The Brand X's look trash.
No, they don't.
Like,
the Brand X was the bomb.
These big old jeans.
They were, but we were talking about big styles then.
Big too, but.
Did you Google the brand? Did you get the Zodiacs?
Yes, that's the one I'm looking at.
Yeah, the Zodiacs from the Wild Pair, baby. You couldn't tell us nothing going to the Wild Pair.
What about Boss jeans?
Oh, Boss. Remember that? I can't even say remember.
I remember as a kid, I had some Boss jeans. They was my favorite pair because they had the BOSS going down the side of the pants.
Wait.
little blocks.
You couldn't even get it out without laughing.
I was in love with them pants though.
How about speaking of jeans? How about cross colors? Do you remember cross colors?
Like you mean like when like matching like different colors?
No, like the brand cross colors.
No.
Oh,
Before my time, huh?
baby, if you don't look at some old Martin episodes, Google cross color jeans. Yeah, cross colors was the bomb diggity. Okay, very bright, very bright. I have a picture of myself. What year was it? I can't tell you what year it was.
Now these look dope. I could bring these back.
Cross-colored jeans.
You just gotta wear them the right way.
You do.
And they got some cross-colored joggers on here.
Yeah, and they had shirts. Like it was a whole line of clothing, but it was bright. Like I had a pair of yellow cross-colored jeans, and you couldn't tell.
Gonna make me switch my style back up.
You have to go back to the. Yeah, cross-colored jeans was a thing. We used to wear. You probably didn't, but your brothers. No, maybe your cousins. Did you ever wear the towel jackets?
Towel jackets?
Yeah. You never wore a towel jacket? You got to look up the towel jackets. Towel jackets were the bomb.
Like, is it an actual towel?
It is an actual towel. Absolutely. It literally is and then they would make it like you could get like character towels. So you would have like it would be like Mickey Mouse towel and they had hoods on them.
Dope. Dude, these dope too. Right, look, I'm writing this stuff down.
You about to Sergio, yes. Sergio jeans. Sergio Valente. Look, and if you don't roll your neck when you say Valente, Sergio Valente jeans off the Jordache. Jordache jeans. Jordache jeans I could wear because you didn't need a big butt. The Jordache jeans I could wear and the Calvin Klein jeans I could wear because your booty didn't have to be big to get down with them.
I was a Nautica fan too.
I like Nautica. Do you know who Gloria Vanderbilt is?
No.
Okay. Do you know who Anderson Cooper is? The guy on CNN, the white-haired correspondent.
Yeah.
Okay. Gloria Vanderbilt was his mom. She's a famous designer. She used to sell. She had a shoe that all the girls in high school. We couldn't afford them when I was in high school, but all the girls in high school used to get them on Jeffrey. You know, Jeffrey Avenue. People used to go over there. It was a lot of shops.
It's a lot. It's still.
Yeah.
I don't know. Now it's a lot of clothes.
Yep.
Clothing stores.
Yep. On Jeffrey, and that was But yeah, Sergio Valente, Jordache, Calvin Klein. Them was the jeans when we was in high school. Oh,
Calvin Klein.
Bonjour.
Bonjour. Them jeans too.
Yes, I just thought about it. Bonjour. You gotta. Those were for girls, so you don't even have to worry about that.
Yeah, I ain't even looking them up.
Cross colors though. Cross colors and them towel jackets. Is anybody I wonder if we could bring towel jackets back. That would be dope.
Yeah, because I don't know nobody who's selling no towel jackets.
Carl Kanai. Do you remember Carl Kanai?
I just remember the name.
Carl Kanai and Walker Wear, April Walker. She's a New York head. She created Walker Wear, but Carl Kanai was with the K. Look, I can see it. Bring up Carl Kanai. You'll like that. If you liked Hugo Boss written down the side of your leg, you would like Carl Kanai.
Oh, so that was Hugo Boss. I just thought it was always just Boss jeans or something.
No.
Honestly, with the BOSS.
That's Hugo Boss, yes. Carl Kanai. Thank you, Satia. Yeah, I forgot about Carl Kanai. How about Pele? Remember the Pele?
I remember the logo for Carl Kanai because I like what the F does that say?
Yes, I figured you would. Yeah, that's Carl Kanai. He really was a little scratchy writer. But what about Pele jackets? Do you remember the leather Pele jackets? They was dope.
Of course.
That
ain't going nowhere.
They still make it.
Well, it's kind of phasing out now, but it's still around. People still wear Pele.
Oh, let me find me a Members Only was out when I was in high school. You probably don't remember that, but I actually found a Members Only jacket like 3 years ago. Members Only was the bomb, the whole bomb. Pele Pele from Briars.
Wait. You said I might not know nothing about Members Only.
Yeah, you might. I mean, in the 80s, you weren't even born. Wait a minute, you got a Members Only? Oh, wow. Oh, wow. I love it. Look at you. Come through. Yes. Okay, I take it back. I take it back. Yeah, West Side. What Pele was the West Side jacket, baby. Because they got it at Briars on it used to be Jewtown. And so it was right off the freeway for them. Or and they were expressway. Yeah, that was a West Side jacket, baby. That Pele. And then you will not remember this. But the Averex.
I wouldn't. Averex was like a knockoff brand to me.
Really, it was a thing.
Because it was like Averex was making. They started making the jackets that looked like Pelly's.
Well, yeah. I mean, but
it was like, yeah, I'd rather just have a Pelly.
Well, yeah, it's always cool to stay with the original. I would have to say that Willie Wear. Oh yeah, I remember Willie Wear.
I remember the starter jackets.
Oh yeah, come on now. And then the hat, and then you had to.
They had throw over ones.
And then you had to keep the tag on the hat.
Yep.
What was that all about? I still don't understand that
like
totally.
The $1.50 hats.
Yeah.
Remember those?
Yeah. Heck yeah. You talking about Rob?
Yeah, when they had the watches on them with the leather.
You know
browns.
he still makes those.
Is he still? What was he at on?
I will group text y'all. He's still making them joints.
That'd be dope if I can get a vintage.
Oh, he still make them
$1.50.
joints.
Yeah. Tell him I need one.
I will. I will group text y'all. With a whole clock on the thing.
Yeah, I need $1.50.
I'm like, what time is it? Like, why?
All my uncles.
They all had the $1.50.
$1.50s and Pellies.
Yeah, and Pellies. Yeah. How about you, Sergio Tacchini? You remember those sweatsuits? That might be an 80s thing.
Name. Let me see.
That might be an 80s thing. And then British Knights, you don't know nothing about a British Knight. It was like the precursor to, it was heavy, like the Air Force Ones. It was a heavy, thick-soled shoe.
And the Air Force Ones ain't got a thick sole. Them soles is pretty thick.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's how the British Knights were in the 80s and early 90s. And they had like there's like a diamond, and it had a B and a K. And I think in Chicago,
look horrible. They look horrible.
The BKs.
Yes.
And the problem with BKs was that they had like red and black. They was all almost like gang colored. So there was like red and black, blue. They was like Bloods, Crips, GDs. Like it was like a thing, and you had to, rep your set in your BKs. Yeah, they were horrible. Yeah, I was working. I was managing Lady Foot Locker in Evergreen Park, and it was just amazing how many people.
I wouldn't even buy these just to have a vintage pair.
No, neither. And I'm all about the vintage, but I don't want those. Them big clunky boots, LA Gears. Do you remember LA Gears? LA Gear was a shoe.
Hold on now, I might have to take back what I just said.
What you found? Some BKs you like?
I found some suede blue British Knight. These boys is pretty tight.
Them joints is so heavy. My little ankles, y'all talk about how little my ankles are already. I cannot lift them shoes. As much as I like Air Force Ones, I can't wear them because they're so heavy. I feel like I got little cement cinder blocks on my feet.
The last pair of Air Force Ones I had, I was a sophomore in high school.
Yeah, and they're so cute, but you got to have either a really tiny foot or you got to be really tall. Because if you're middle like me and got skinny ankles, you looking like, what is she actually?
And you can only wear them one time.
Yeah, because then they get that crease.
Yeah.
They get the crease in the toe, in that top piece, which is all Tretorns. I got a pair of Tretorns right now. Let me tell you the Tretorn plug. Go to Macy's.
So I really
go to Macy's. They have Tretorns, and I don't think they know what they have. Because they're only like $28.
A Tretorn?
Yes. Yeah, that's a Hyde Park girl shoe. Tree Torns and Stan Smiths. I have both of those. Those are the white K-Swiss, the white.
I see you wear your white K-Swiss the other day. I'm like, look at TT with the classics on.
White K-Swiss, Stan Smith, Tree Torn, and what's the other one? K-Swiss.
I've seen people wear the Tree Torns before.
Yeah.
That's a white people shoe.
I am so over it right now. I have
People
those.
shoe, TT.
He's cracking up. Yeah, Tree Torns, Stan Smith, Adidas, and the white Reeboks, the all white Reeboks, not the Princess, the other ones. They had like a little sole on.
Tia said the Pro Wings.
The Pro Wings. Did she just go the Pro Wings? Did they sell those at the supermarket? I think those are supermarket. They're like the PF Flyers.
Hey, slow down on PF Flyers.
Okay. Wait, we didn't wear BKs because they used to call them Black Hills. They called them actually the other word. They called them the B word, the itch word. Yeah. British Knights became like I think they stopped selling them. Do you remember, I know you know Fila as a brand, but back in the 80s, Fila used to sell a fairly thick bottom sneaker with, oh gosh, Google it. It was like tapestry. It looked like a Coogee sweater, but in a shoe. And it was probably the most popular shoe in the 80s. And they used to, you know, Chicago people, they didn't say Fila. You gonna go get them Filas? Like it was two separate words. You got the Fila. Y'all got the new Filas.
I like these too.
You saw the ones with like the tapestry that look like the Coogee sweater?
With the line.
And different colors? Because it should have, the real popular ones had like different colors.
Let me see.
Pro Wings. I am so done. So we talked about Diadora, which is one of my favorite brands. Diadora was just real quiet, but just stayed in there. And I copped a fresh pair from Nordstrom Rack. Amen. I was like, oh, they don't know what they're selling. I love when you find a deal and they have no idea what they're selling, and you end up getting it for peanuts.
But that's what Dre the Shoe Guy does. And I remember, we still have to get him on one of these shows, either my show or your show.
Oh, yeah.
But
what's his name?
Dre the Shoe Guy.
Oh.
He does the custom and restoration of shoes.
I didn't know that.
But he does this thing now where he goes around the city, like to all the Burlingtons and like all of the small Rosses, and he goes through their shoe aisles and he finds like
a classic,
like Vapor Maxes. He be finding Jordans, all type of stuff.
Low key, I do that too, because you
I need to
really
start doing that because they don't be knowing what they be having. And he goes in there and he spends like $100 and resells each shoe for like $150, $200.
Because it's a lot. Like I said, I found Tree Torns in Macy's. Who'd have thunk it? I found Diadoras in Nordstrom Rack. And I found some Princess Reeboks on Amazon. And I was like, these are $20. Okay, how many pair are in my size? First of all, you need more than one pair because they're going to get dirty. And at some point, the soft butter leather shoe, it's going to crease out. I don't care how clean it is. It can't look, you can't have a toe bend in the shoe.
It's going to be balding up on you.
You're going to get dirt in the creases, and you ain't going to be able to get the dirt out the creases. Ain't nothing cute about a dirty sneaker. Like, ain't nothing cute about that.
Recently, and I think I wanted to do this, I think I want to start wearing, like, I was going to start a trend called dirty sneakers or dirty kicks. And, like, I was going to go around and take pictures of those people who had on, like, vintage or dirty kicks purposely. Because I've noticed that, especially it's a lot in the white culture.
Uh-huh.
But it's...
True.
It's dope to me when I see certain shoes that are dirty, but your fit is still, like, on point.
Kind of like yin and yang of the outfit.
Yeah, it's something about seeing a vintage shoe and actually in its vintage form.
Right, but not dirty, because I have on a vintage shoe that I've had for longer than some people have been on the earth, right? But I'm fanatical about cleaning the base of the shoe. You know, like Not dirty. You're not talking about like the heel can't be dirty.
I'm talking about like dirty kicks.
I'm looking to make sure my heel. You gotta wipe. At some point, it'll yellow out, but you gotta clean this part of the shoe. You have to do that daily. Like if you wear it, you gotta, especially in Chicago.
Yeah, like, before I put on a pair of shoes, I used to wash them every time. Like,
I wear Champion. I don't have a problem with Champion.
Champion came back.
Yeah, somebody just said Chance the Rapper brought Champion back. I don't think I ever disliked it. I think it's always been quality. You know, a lot of the stuff now they're selling, you can't wash, wash it.
The price had went down on it. It became cheap for a minute. And
Oh,
people was
that's
like,
good.
it's cheap now.
Because they assume because it costs $1 billion, it's
better.
Yeah, wrong. Yeah.
The more it costs, the better it is.
Like you said about your guy, if you go in Ross or in TJ Maxx, you just have to look.
You know what? I got this members only coat out of TJ Maxx.
Where did I find mine?
And the original price on the coat was $160.
And
they were selling it in there for $59.99.
You're like,
what?
That's when you're like, do you have one in the back?
Right, still.
Yeah, that, and those are the joys of shopping. When you first of all, you don't have no business shopping, and then you get a discount. It's like it justifies it for me. I'm like, that costs how much? I'll take that. Yeah, but I mean, all those brands, it's all recycled. It's all recycled. Yeah. I wonder if there's a thing, like if you get vintage Chanel or vintage designer, it costs $1 billion. I wonder if the value on vintage, any of the stuff we just talked about.
Like vintage, what about vintage name brands that weren't popular? You think those would hold some value too or nah?
Nah. I think Chanel and probably Hermes are probably the two more. Oh, no. Maybe Christian Dior. Maybe. I don't know that I would. I don't know. I guess I'm a little leery. I want something that I can use, right? I don't want to collect it because it's vintage and it has value to sit in the closet. Because I feel like even though I can't wear all my shoes all the time, I still want a lot of them.
I do have a set of shoes that I won't wear at all. I do have like a few put up.
But you kind of collect them.
Yeah.
So that's from a different perspective.
Yeah, so I do have some pairs that I will not just put on
ever
anymore.
Even if you're not walking outside. Even if you put them on as soon as you're about to walk into a joint that you want to just kill the game.
I got about 2 pair of shoes right now that if I sold them, they'll be like $1,600 a piece.
Keep them.
Yeah.
Keep them. That value will continue to rise.
Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah. Sneaker game like StockX and the GOAT. And what's that one that's down that just opened? It's not the GOAT, not StockX. It's
I can't keep up with all of them.
Well, it's the new, and they have a physical store. It's on the Gold Coast. It's and they do very much like the GOAT and StockX, but in an actual store.
And I think my little brother took me up there one time.
I can't remember the name of it.
They be doing too much.
It is a lot, but you can catch some deals in there. I actually caught some deals. Well, I caught deals on their website because they have it. You have to get it. You have to get it so that people don't get it to resell it, because that's the game now. They're buying them at $120 to resell for $500 the next day. Like all those Jordans, dude, them shoes cost $120. Like now you
200 at the most.
No, they're selling them for like $400 and $500. Those Carolina blue joints, those are on StockX right now, and the GOAT for like $500. They're $120.
I'm never selling mine.
Oh, was it Flight Club? What is the name of that store? 170. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I would pay for them. Like if I really wanted them, I would pay for it. Some of them I wonder if it's still made the same though. Are we spending money for stuff that's made
Nah,
cheaper?
I think the quality is different every time.
I think so too. I think that the Vapor Max and the Air Max, I think that it's consistent with what it was in the 90s. Last Saturday
Yeah, like
was
the ones you got on.
yeah. I think those are pretty much the same.
The Maxes.
K-Swiss got a little chunky, like it used to be a real Tennessee
I
sleek
had one pair.
of K-Swiss.
K-Swiss.
I have black, white. Yeah, I like K-Swiss.
I had a white pair when I was a kid.
You don't like K-Swiss anymore?
I kind of look at it like a female shoe.
Oh, well, yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
'Cause the shape of it,
Yeah.
for sure.
Kinda girly-ish.
I would be looking like this at you.
Yeah,
it was-
like some boat shoes. You got
Wait a minute. Do you remember boat shoes?
yeah.
Do you? They never fit my feet right. I always wanted to wear them, but I never the shape of my foot in the boat shoe just didn't go together well.
I like boat shoes.
I love boat shoes, but I can't wear them. I have to be able to look down and say, "Oh, okay." Not to the side. I got to be able to look down. And if it's not laying,
Yeah, I look down.
I look down, I'm like, "Nah, I'm not wearing that." I don't care how dope it looks from the side view. I ain't doing it. We're going to take a break. What's your favorite old school fit? It's the Book of Dawn. We'll be right back.
Whole fit.
Whole fit. Crayola shoes. White girl sneakers. That part.
WIFTBPM.
Welcome to Inhale, Exhale, you guys. We are your health home girls, Dr. Tanksley and Danny Time. We are being joined today by a guest, Samantha Allen, who's going to work with us today about attachment styles.
The overview of attachment styles is basically how we connect with people, how we have relationships. And I just want to clear up, it's not just about romantic relationships with your family, with your friends, how you host relationships, period. It's important to look at yourself and figure out what am I contributing to the relationship, or why am I attracting this style of a relationship. So all the attachment styles develop from your caregiving style. They say that from 0 to 5, you have already developed your attachment style. If you had a secure attachment style, your parents were very in tune with your moods, in tune with your behavior. They kind of soothe you when you cry. For secure, you grow up to be more communicative. You have good communication style. You feel positive about yourself and about others. You just have a healthier, you're able to set healthy boundaries, so on and so forth. And that just comes from the love, attention, and caregiving that you were given as a child, which usually develops a secure attachment style.
So on that note, with healing these things and changing your attachment style, we're reprogramming ourselves. Right. It's like our inner child that is showing up in these anxious, attachments, and we are wanting our way. We're reprogramming.
Steve Stone did it.
Tell me what's the deal, I need to know. Are we going too fast?
That's me. You know I played the sax.
In your mind?
No, I played it for real. Welcome back. You tuned into the Book of Dawn. In elementary school. Let me just tell the whole truth.
You still know a little bit?
I haven't tried to play it since high school. Some of it I'm sure is like riding a bike. How good I'd be at it, I can't tell you. I mean, but I definitely remember the process and how to wet my reed and that whole that part. But I don't remember the notes or anything. It wouldn't take me long though, because I'm not only funny, I'm smart. You tuned into the Book of Dawn.
Part.
I had to call Candace and ask her in the break. The name of the store is Stadium Goods.
Stadium Goods.
Yes. It is on like Walton or over there by Lululemon, right near Dior. And it is, I would say, a physical store, a brick and mortar store like the Goat in StockX. It's not huge, but it has the same kind of vibe.
But they do buy and trade too, do they?
I don't know if they do that in the store, but it's a thing. Like it's a luxury kind of
60 East Walton.
Walton, yeah. Yep. It's right down from
it looks dope.
But you know where that cupcake place is where you can go get the cupcakes? Like it's like a
I don't know nothing about the Gold Coast.
Oh. Okay, yes, I answered my own question. Yes, Keds are white girl shoes. That's what we call them. That's
Pro Keds?
The white girl shoes. The might be Pro Keds, but they're white canvas.
The ones that you just the white people.
The white girl shoes. That's what we called them in high school. I hope that it's still politically correct to call them that, but yeah, we called those white girl sneakers. Yeah, you didn't grow up in the white girl sneaker? Yeah.
Nope.
Nah, not you. But yes, I forgot to mention DSW. You can find some stuff in DSW, but you have to go to the right one. And you have to look, like sometimes it's the labor. It's just like, look, I'm tired. Because some of them are just, I'm not going to say trash, but they're not all the same.
Like the one on State Street?
I can't even go in that one. It's just, I can't even go in that Nordstrom rack. Because it's just junky. Yeah. I feel like I'm shopping at a trashy
swap-a-rama.
Man, I'm like, I can't even focus. Like, it's too much stuff.
Cluttered. Yeah, it's too cluttery in there.
Can't do the clutter. But I do like I like DSW. He said Ron is too young for white girl shoes. Yeah, he gotta be.
I'm a little too young.
I bet your big cousins and your mom and them know
I bet
about
they
that.
know about the white girl shoes.
Baby, get you some white girl shoes. And that's when, back in the day, I still wear the socks with the ball. You had to have 2 pair of socks. I don't know why that was a thing. I think we wanted our feet to be smaller, so we wore 2 pair of socks on purpose.
Won't that make the shoe tighter?
I don't know why that was a thing.
I used to wear 2 pair of socks so I don't crease my shoes up.
Did it work?
Yeah, it worked.
Well, maybe I could wear Air Force Ones because it's the crease.
That's the only time I was doing it, when I was putting on Air Force Ones.
Yeah.
So
oh yeah. So
I
yeah.
was like, yeah, let me just stop.
Jordache jeans, yes, baby, Jordache. Them was you don't know nothing about Jordache jeans. What jeans were popular other than Boss for you in high school?
FUBU.
Yes.
I'm in the FUBU era.
You're the FUBU era.
Levi's, that's when Levi's started getting popular.
No, that's when Levi's got popular for y'all.
When they got back popular, huh?
Because, baby, you don't even remember do you remember the Levi commercial? You want me to sing the Levi commercial?
That's a song? No, I don't.
It was a commercial. Yes. Hold on one second.
So we had Boss jeans, we had Levi's, I think we had Calvin Klein. FUBU.
I promise you, anybody that can sing this Levi song with me, I will buy you a pair of Levi's. How about, yes, your mother was the queen of white girl shoes. Listen, I'm gonna sing the Levi commercial. I want you to Google it you Google it and then you play. I'm going to sing it now, and then you Google it and you play it. Because the fact that you don't know that there was a commercial, it said, Levi's. That was the hook for the Levi commercial. Y'all didn't watch. Y'all must not have watched as much TV as I did, because y'all don't remember the Brute by Fabergé commercial. Like, colognes was a thing too, because back in the day, different colognes smelled really good, and like Issey Miyake back in the day. And what cologne was popular when you were in high school? Because they go in phases. Colognes.
John Paul.
Gaultier.
With the man.
With the blue man?
Yeah.
I saw some of that at Nordstrom Rack the other day and told my girlfriend, if you don't buy that for your bae, it still smells as good as it did back then.
Curve.
What about the Curve?
I still like buying Curve.
It was good.
Yeah, because
you know, Calvin Klein Obsession was the bomb.
Calvin Klein, yep.
Yeah. Gaultier, I love men and women. I like Jean Paul Gaultier so much, I would wear the men's. That's how good it smells to this day. Like,
I need some.
It's at Nordstrom Rack on Clyburn. We literally were just there. And I was like, girl, still in the little can.
You got the man body shaped cologne bottle.
Yes. And it smells just sable. Ooh, Cool Water. Remember Cool Water cologne?
That's the old man cologne.
It was not.
Yes, it was.
It was not. Gray.
Like old man.
Joop was good. Do you remember Joop?
That was old man.
That was not.
Cologne too.
It was not. Joop was good though.
Joop was more of old man cologne than Cool Water.
Cool. You say old man, but it's my age. The people my age was wearing it.
Yeah, because maybe when I think about the smells, I think about my stepfather and my uncles, the older people. Like, I'm old man.
Right. Yes, it would. I mean, I guess technically it would be old man, because I am an old woman.
But Jean Paul and Curve still to this
Curve
day.
Curve is the business. When my first favorite perfume, it just came to me. Let me write it down because I'm gonna order it. I'm gonna find it. I know they sell it. My first favorite perfume was Emerald. I'm sure you have it, because I don't even know if they still sell it. But you know, when you're young and you know, like you wear perfume, like I love that. I think we bought it out, like, I don't know, Kmart or something. But for me, it made me feel luxurious. I'm sure it didn't cost over $2. Cause
you know what's a new cologne that I had got it as a gift.
What?
And I haven't got it again since, but I need it. The Sean John Untouchable.
I never smelled Sean John, but I heard I like Sean John clothes actually. Well, when he was doing them, he had a nice little.
His Macy's collection was cold.
It was, but he's a fashionable person, so I wonder why are they still making Sean John?
I don't know, but all his jackets all his coats.
Yeah,
he's got the best.
He's swaggy.
Yeah,
So his cologne smells good.
Yeah, it's called Untouchable. It's kind of like a black bottle.
That's a thing, because a lot of the celebrity perfumes and colognes, I don't know that I can sign off on all of them. Like, I did like Queen Latifah's, I forgot the name of her perfume, but then some of them are just reckless. It's like, come on, just don't. Are you actually gonna make something that smells good, or are you selling your name?
I'll be like, man, get out of here.
Get out with that hot garbage.
New celebrity, Nicki Minaj, Rihanna.
I wish I would.
Everybody comes out with a fragrance.
Yeah.
Beyonce,
and why?
Beyonce, Mama.
Kylie Jenner girl.
The K's.
All the K.
All of them got their own perfume.
And lipstick and skimmies, the things that make you tuck your tummy in.
The waist trainer.
All that. The celebrity endorsement game, don't know about that.
Just put your name. What 50 Cent say? I took sugar water, put it in bottles, and sold it to Coca-Cola.
Because guess what? They'll just buy it because your name's on it.
Anything. 50 Cent vitamin water. He became a billionaire.
Big freaking time. But I do like vitamin water. The only reason I really stopped drinking it so much was because it has calories. So water, it made me drink more water, but I was drinking more calories. So I just said
the pomegranate.
Yeah.
My favorite.
You said that like you from Chicago.
What I say, pomegranate?
You said it like you're from Chicago.
How you pronounce it?
It's a pomegranate.
Pomegranate.
Yeah.
Okay.
And black people from Chicago call it plumogram, pomegram.
Pomegram.
Did you know that that the maraschino, like, you know what grenadine is, right?
No.
Grenadine is the red stuff they put in drinks, like the sweet red stuff.
Okay.
Like Shirley Temples.
Yeah, like
and
they put it in sunrises.
Most people think that's, you know, with the maraschino cherries, the red cherries, the sweet red cherries. Most people think that is what grenadine is.
I thought those, like cherry sauce.
Grenadine is pomegranate. Yeah. I only know that because I had a bar.
Nice to know. So I could tell, could I have extra grenadine in that?
But you can't call it a pomegranate.
Of course, I got to use the bougie name.
Yeah, Sand and Sable. I don't remember
more
that
grenadine,
cologne.
please.
Can I have some pomegranate? Plumogram? Why do we call it's pomegranate? It's a pomegranate. Jesus Lord, the babies. I'm gonna find me some. Did you find the Levi commercial?
I don't think we could actually play it. I don't want to get flagged.
Yeah.
But you can definitely sing it for us.
Yeah, I did. He. Did you hear it? Did you listen to it? Listen to it. You listen to it in your ear. Levi's. Yeah, that was I know all the old commercials. Brute by Fabergé. That was a cologne that I'm sure your granddad wore. What is he wearing? He's wearing Brute by Fabergé. Commercials back in the day were like real life interactions. Made you, you heard it.
I'm listening to it right now.
Yeah. Wait till you get to the hook. It's going to sound just like me. I can't wait to see your face. Yeah, that's me singing. In the right key and everything. Salim, we're journeying. When we leave here today, Salim Muwakil is up next. I'm certain he has something informative, enlightening, and empowering to share with you. And so make sure that you keep it locked. And then after that, who else is in today?
The Bigs.
The Bigs. Oh, gosh, I can't wait to hear their perspective on them games yesterday. Man, everybody's bracket. I don't know. I was really rooting for Juwan Howard. But I think all my team, I think I had Gonzaga in the final. So you heard it? Didn't that sound like that?
Yeah,
that was a thing in real life. The Bigs after that. And then I said what I said. And then today is Wednesday, so you can jump in the zone with Brian Foster. And yes. And then week ho Wednesday.
What is day?
WHW, not WHA, WHW. Week ho Wednesdays with DJ.
They call me W.
What you say? Yes, so stay tuned. Tomorrow is for the culture. And I have a very interesting topic to talk. I don't even want to tease it today because I feel like it might sometimes be bugs in here. People, So I'm going to keep it sealed.
Tell me.
I will I'll text you. I'll tell you when we exit. But I want to be timely and in order and make certain that they have time to turn the studio around. I am grateful that you have tuned in yet again for your support. Keep rocking with us. Keep growing with us. Like and share. But before I get out of here, I got to tell you two things. You want to hear two things, nephew?
I want to hear three of them.
You know, I got a whole, I'm locked and loaded at all times. Here's two things. Some people never understand what you bring to the table until you sit at the other table. Yeah, I could probably drop the mic there. Some people just will never understand what you bring to the table until you actually sit at the other table. Let that marinate in your spirit. The other thing I want to tell you is that if somebody ghosts you, you know, we often like, oh, they ghosted me, right? And we get all caught up in the ghost.
And I wanted to get to that on my show.
If somebody ghosts you, look, we can talk about it tomorrow because it's apropos. If somebody ghosts you, you know what I tell you? Respect the dead and move on. They're ghosts, right?
Hallelujah.
I can't. Thank you for tuning in and spending time with me. Remember to lead with love. Use your voice to be a positive impact. Sacrifice. Do something for somebody else, not just your damn self. Tune in tomorrow for the next page in the Book of Dawn. Like, share, like. I'll ask the boss what's going on with being able to log in and listen. And I appreciate the comments and the criticism. Thank you so much. We'll see you tomorrow. Peace. And forever. Roll Tide. Roll.
WIFTDPN.
Oh, baby. I mean, I know that you're here with me and everything, but since you just left a few hours ago, I've just been going crazy. And I done come to realize one thing.